In this video, we will see how to solve a problem on retirement of a partner. So firstly, I'll read the problem which is given on left hand side of your screen. Balance sheet of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay as on 31st of March 2016 was as follows. Now this is the balance sheet which is given on liability side. Capital of all three partners, then creditors, then general reserve. After that, goodwill is given, then stock, then debtors, then premises, then plant and cash at bank. Now we will start to solve the problem. So we will read the adjustment part. On the above date, Sujay retires. The following adjustments were made. Firm's goodwill was valued at rupees 1,47,000. Assets and liabilities were to be valued as stock 72,000, premises 2,45,600, plant 80,000, creditors 96,000. So these are the assets and liabilities which were revalued. Then bad debts amounted to rupees 3,000. Then fourth one, Ajay and Sujay were to share future profits in the ratio of 3:2. Sujay was to be paid rupees 45,000 in cash and balance of his capital to be transferred to his loan account. Then prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and the balance sheet. So we will start solving. Firstly, we will transfer the capital balances that are given here, Ajay, Vijay and Sujay, on the credit side of partners capital account as by balance brought down, and we will write the capital balances, that is 1,80,000, 1,80,000, then 1,50,000, and in Sujay's column it is 1 lakh. After that, for second step, we will distribute the general reserve in the old ratio. Now if you see in this problem, old ratio is missing. Balance sheet of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay as on 31st of March 2016 was as follows. Now old ratio is not given. When old ratio is not given, it is assumed that the old ratio is 1:1:1. So it is old ratio is 1:1:1. Now remember, when old ratio is not given in problem, it is 1:1:1 we have to take. So we will distribute the general reserve in this old ratio. So general reserve, then amount of general reserve, then we will distribute for each partner. Now Ajay, we will take the amount of general reserve, that is 42,000, multiply it with the old ratio, that is 1 upon total. So total is 3, 1 upon 3, and the answer comes to 14,000. Then for Vijay we will do the same way. Vijay, then we will take the amount of general reserve, multiplying it with the old ratio. So 1 upon total, so total comes to 3 is equal to, then answer again comes to 14,000. Then we same way we will do for third partner, that is Sujay. We will take the amount of general reserve, multiplying it with the old ratio 1 upon 3. Answer comes again same 14,000. Now we will write all these three answers on credit side of partners capital account as by general reserve and we will write the calculated answer in respective columns. That is 14,000 in Ajay's column, then 14,000 in Vijay's column, and 14,000 in Sujay's column. After that, same way we will distribute the goodwill amount which is given on asset side of balance sheet. Same way we need to distribute. So we will distribute the goodwill amount. Now I am writing here goodwill, and we will distribute in same way how we have distributed general reserve in old ratio. So again I am writing same thing, Ajay, the name of partner, then we will take the amount of goodwill, that is 54,000, multiplying it with old ratio, so 1 upon 3, and answer comes to 18,000. So 18,000. Then same way we will do for next partner, that is Vijay, and again 54,000, multiplying it with the old ratio, so 1 upon 3, answer comes to 18,000. And same way we will do for last partner, that is Sujay. Again amount of goodwill 54,000, multiplying it with the old ratio 1 upon 3, and answer comes to 18,000. Again same way we will write the goodwill on debit side of partners capital. Now why debit side? The cross effect, it is on asset side, so it will go on opposite side, so it will go on debit side. So it will go on debit side of partners capital account. The general reserve was on liability side, so the cross effect, so entry goes on credit side. Now goodwill is on asset side, so the answer comes to debit side of partners capital account. So to goodwill, and I'll write the answer in all three columns, that is 18,000, then 18,000 and 18,000. So this is how we need to distribute the goodwill if it is given on asset side of balance sheet. So we have distributed general reserve, we have distributed goodwill. After that we will move on for next one. We will distribute the amount of goodwill which is given in the adjustment. Now for this we need to calculate the gain ratio. So firstly I'll write the goodwill amount, Now goodwill amount which is given in the adjustment is 1,47,000. So we first need to calculate the share of retiring partner. So the retiring partner here is Sujay. So we will calculate the share of Sujay. So Sujay retiring partner. So 1,47,000, the amount of goodwill 1,47,000, multiplying it with the share of Sujay. So it is 1 upon 3, and answer comes to 49,000. Answer comes to 49,000. So now we have calculated the share of Sujay, that is retiring partner. Now we need to distribute this 49,000 to remaining two partners, that are continuing partners, so Ajay and Vijay. Now for this we need gain ratio. So firstly we need to calculate the gain ratio. So I'll write the formula for gain ratio. So gain ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. So this is the formula for gain ratio. So we will firstly calculate the gain ratio. So we'll calculate gain ratio for the continuing partner. So Ajay. So Sujay is retiring. So continuing partners are Ajay and Vijay. Sujay is retiring. So we'll calculate for Ajay. So Ajay's new ratio, it is given in adjustment here. It is 3:2. So new ratio of Ajay is 3. So is equal to 3 upon total. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So 3 upon 5 minus the old ratio. Now old ratio we already know here. Old ratio is 1:1:1. So old ratio of Ajay is 1 upon 3. So how to calculate it now? Now here we need to do the cross multiplication. So 3 multiply by 3. Okay. So 3 multiply by 3, answer comes to 9. So 9. So 9, then next one is 5 multiply by 1. So answer comes to, so minus 5 multiply by 1. So our answer comes to 5. And upon 5 multiply by 3. So 5 multiply denominator multiply by denominator. So we need to do the cross multiplication. So answer comes to 15. So the final answer comes to 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5, answer is 4 upon 15. Then for the next partner we will calculate. So we will calculate it for Vijay. So new ratio of Vijay is, here you can see 2 upon 5, and old ratio minus old ratio. So minus old ratio is 1 upon 3. So 1 upon 3 is equal to, now we need to do the cross multiplication. So you can see here first number. So 2 multiply by 3. Okay. So 2 multiply by 3, answer 2 multiply by 3. The answer comes to 6. So 6. Then here you can see 5. Second number, 5 multiply by 1. Cross multiplication. First number minus multiply it with the second one, and second number multiply it with the first one. So 6, then minus 5 multiply by 1. So answer comes to 5. And then denominator multiply by denominator. So 5 multiply by 3. So upon 5 multiply by 3. So answer comes to 15. So the final answer is 6 minus 5. So 1 upon the denominator comes to 50. So gain ratio is equal to, the final answer is 4:1. Here you can see 4 upon 15, 1 upon 15. So I am just taking the numerator. So 4:1 is the gain ratio answer.